out of Nova.
You're called, do I call to order?
You do, yes.
Call to order. Approval of minutes.
Motion to approve. Right. Need a second online.
It's Angel. I'll second.
Oops, Angel, I can't hear you for some reason. I know you're talking.
It's Angel. I'll second.
There we go. Thank you, Angel. Sorry. If you guys have been talking to us, I just realized we had your speaker off. Sorry, so. Wondered why I was so quiet.
I don't think we have any visitors, right?
We have no visitors. Yep.
Officer elections.
We have obviously the two officers to elect, and then we need to just do that motion, if you wish all, to designate Fran as the secretary. I don't think anyone here is jumping up and down to do her job, so. So we can start there if you want.
Okay.
Just to do that with Fran, I'll just share the screen real quick, and that's this one I want. Just need somebody to make that motion right where my cursor is, right there.
Okay, move to designate Fran Subican as secretary
Old Orchard.
of Old Orchard Business District for 2024. Pursuant to Webster Groves Code 4.050.
Bob moves, so we just need a second on that.
Second.
Rick? All those in favor?
Aye.
I guess I was.
No, that's fine. You can do it. Yep, you all can vote. All right, good. That's done. So any opposed, sorry. All right, there we go.
Things move along when we're in the room.
No idle chatter. Come on.
Let me get Steve in real quick here to make sure, since we're all waiting on bated breath for elections, let's make sure Steve is in the room, and then, so we have six, I think, everyone but Holland, who we knew couldn't make it, so. It's time for chair and vice chair. Mr. Chair, you can run the election, so we need nominations. We
Okay.
start with chair usually.
I am not gonna run for chair, so I need somebody to step up for that. John Barr, you better turn that microphone on.
I'm hoping that somebody can really give more of a commitment to leadership. I don't know that I can do what I feel like it takes and give it as much as Bob's been able to give it. You've been a great leader, Bob.
I'm kind of the same reason. It's
I also feel like
a little new blood in there.
maybe all of our intentions are semi-selfish. I feel like I have too many things going on that I don't want to cross over having that type of influence. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Conflict of interest.
Thank you.
Angel.
And I'm not trying to get Holland nominated, but just to remind you, she is eligible, so.
Oh, where is
She's not here.
No, okay,
So,
well,
You do the clap.
That's
You
how
do
I
the
got here.
classic, so.
I mean, can you nominate somebody without them?
You
being-
can.
All right, well, I'm gonna nominate Holland.
I do think Holland would be a good fit.
Is that a second?
That's a second. It's Angel.
Okay, then.
Any other nominations? I don't think so, but just good to ask.
Any other nominations?
How's this? If Holland is like totally against it, I'll volunteer, but only until Holland says no.
Well, we need a second too.
Well,
Right.
we
I-
did.
Oh,
I
know,
did
meant a
second. I'm just
we need a
saying for-
second
Oh,
chair.
we need a vice chair.
Oh,
Sorry.
here.
All right, so I'll vice chair if anybody, then I'll help her, whatever. I'll help that.
And all in favor
How's
for
that?
Angel for vice chair
And Holland for chair.
and Holland for chair.
Say aye.
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 Everybody, aye.
Aye.
There we go.
All right.
All right, well,
That's it.
Holland's not here, so Angel, I'm turning to you now. You get to run the meeting, so.
Oh, geez, oh.
I can help walk you through it if you want real quick.
Sure. I
Okay,
wasn't
all right.
exactly prepared for that piece.
Not a problem. So on old business, a rooftop lighting update, I do have Stride, well, Holland, I was gonna tell her this morning. Should be connecting today, and then Blue Dahlia is supposed to have, or that building, is supposed to have installed this week, so that's from Christmas time coming back. So we've got those two projects, so fixing that. Blue Dahlia, I have not been able to figure out Vulcan, who the owner is down there, or get in contact with them when we put that.
Okay.
I noticed their lights have been off. John, I saw yours off some nights, but some nights on. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't a issue you were shutting them off, not a actual issue to be worked on or such.
I've noticed them on more than I've seen them off. I'm not down there much at night. If it typically is, it's a GFI tripping. It's been pretty good lately,
Okay.
because it hasn't rained so much. So, I haven't noticed Balkans off, but that building's owned by the Strattons. The Strattons own Emos, and so if you need to reach out to someone, I know the son of the owner runs the Emos, and he's on site most days. If you want to reach him.
Got it. Okay, good to know. Thank you. We don't have a
Welcome.
number for some reason. We have address, so. Holiday festival feedback. I'll turn to Fran. We were both there, but she did the work, so.
The weather wasn't as perfect as we would have liked. It was kind of a dreary day and cold, chilly. But we did have quite a few people come and sit with Santa. We gave out like 75 tokens for hot chocolate. And a lot of folks came to watch the performance and then the lighting. I did talk to a couple of folks like Betty's Books, because we were trying to get people out and about. She said she had a really good day. So if they're finding her around the corner, that's a pretty good indication. I haven't really talked to too many of the other ones, other than there was a lot of people on the street for a dreary sun's not out day. We had a couple of high schoolers at the city through Jenny Starkey had engaged to take videos and stuff, and then they put a reel together. We put that up on social media, and that showed a lot of folks that I didn't get to see too. That was really good. But it seemed positive from our perspective.
We were at the park most of the day. obviously,
Yeah, we were
so.
basically there all day.
But I'm hoping that folks found good success out on the streets and, and such. I think the park looked good, and from my perspective, it was
Yeah.
very nice to have it decorated, but any feedback is welcome. I think we'll talk about the future a couple down here, but
I wasn't able to be around that day, but I did drive by it for a minute.
okay.
We had great turnout at Annex on the retail side of things. Briscoe people didn't really stop in. But yeah, it seemed like it was the beginning of a pretty busy season in Old Orchard for us.
Good.
Here. Well, Angel, if there's nothing else there, we can move on to new business if you're ready.
I'm ready. How about some new business?
All right, we can do that. I'll share my screen quick. Just a couple things to give you. We'll get this guy down. So first of all, I wanted, and I sent you this all. Sorry, folks. This guy right here is the audit report that was published in December. So this is the fiscal year that ended in June. So fiscal year 23, it has been audited. This is your audited statement that's in the city's whole audit overall. It shows you what our budget was and our actual, our over and unders for the year. And what's really to highlight for you all is obviously the transfer here I wanted to highlight. This was the amount we took out of your fund to go to parks to pay for all the stuff they do. They did not book enough hours to need all that. So we put $14,000 back in to your fund. And so you're closing and have the best out of all the three business districts, a fund balance of $156,000. That does not include the money you've budgeted or the revenue that's coming in this year. So that's savings that you have. So if there are any projects or things you really want to do and such along the way, we have those funds available to use as well. We don't have to just use the revenue. We have some one-time funds. So there are things, most of your garbage cans are up to date, but if you wanted to go to have some benches in certain places, continue the lighting program, expand it in any way, things that are not budgeted, we have funds to do that. Buy more Christmas decorations, take your pick. So that is a report for you. I just wanted you to have, because that number is critical to know that you have that much in savings. And then we do not need to do the budget, and I will prepare a draft budget for you all, but this is just what we call a budget worksheet for you, the last years of history for each of the line items in your budget. So you can go all the way back to 2019. You can see what we budgeted in 2024. And at the next meeting in February, we'll need to come together and finalize a budget. So I will prepare a draft one and send it out, from my perspective, and then, but also if you want things in it, here's what you had in the past, and you're able to look at that. I just want to highlight when it says budget transactions, that doesn't mean, we move money or something. Those are the notes we use to enter what we've put in. So here for business licenses, this is saying that we have made an estimate based on the fiscal year 22 results of that amount. So a transaction is just a note on the number above it in that account. So I encourage you all, print it off, look at it. If you have questions, email me and come with your ideas. If there's things you want to do, we can put that together. While your request has to get in by March, at some period in March, if there are things along the way in the spring, we like, hey, we want to, put a bench in, or we want to really up the Christmas game with holiday decorations, we can always add to it. It's not closed, but we do need to make an initial request in the February meeting. So Madam Chair, that's what I wanted to share. I'm happy to answer questions or go over anything on budget.
I don't have anything. Does anybody have anything?
No.
All right.
Well, then I think we're gonna talk about activities ahead in the future. And is it, Fran, I'm assuming this is to sort of, what do we want to do this year, right?
Right, in other words, do you want to continue with participating in the trick or treat? Gazebo series, holiday festival? Those are the ones we've done in the past, or is there anything you wanna add? And I'm sorry, I'm used to looking at you.
I mean, those all went well, so, I mean, I wouldn't have a reason not, for me, I'd say, why would we not do any of those? Those all went well.
I would agree with that. Is anybody, John, anyone, Abby?
I'm good at that.
I'm also good with that.
Thank you.
I could put together just a calendar of dates and things to have at the next meeting. So that we can,
Plan into it.
correct,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Cause if you do wanna expand on anything, for example, the festival. Now granted, we kinda jumped the gun and talked to Santa already.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing, cause he already had a commitment on that same day. But if there's other things that we wanted to add, we don't wanna wait like we did this year.
We can book the reindeer now if that's what you want to have. So that's what we're getting at and those kinds of things. So.
All right, I can do that for the February meeting.
Okay.
We're in
Thanks.
updates.
I'll be better prepared next time.
Totally. Angel, you wouldn't expect
The
it.
agenda is not on the little phone. Next time it'll be on the big screen.
So next is the BDC update. I just want to share one thing and then we'll be on, and then Stephanie's not here obviously for you all, but the BDC, we had talked about having a QR code so people can find businesses. So I'll use Bob's Restaurant. They go ask the waiter maybe doesn't know where things are at. There's a QR code they can scan. What's in this area? Where I want to go find a bookstore and such. So the city has invested in Blue Dot, which is a online mapping. This is the internal side, but essentially it creates customized Google style maps. So I zoomed in on Old Orchard. You can see a whole bunch of dots and things here from various businesses. We did an initial data dump in, so there's some old businesses in here from our business license area. So this will be able, and there's more to come on the rollout here, but essentially you will all have the ability to post a QR code like that, have an Old Orchard map online that's dynamic. You as business owners will be able to post your specials in there and such, so you can create your own little ad. You can post a job opening in that. And so this will all live on the web, on a mobile system and such. And also will facilitate your business licenses being able to be done online in April. So you will not have to do the paper business licenses with the city anymore. You can do an online version of that. So happy to answer any questions. I know I just gave you the brief overview here, but there'll be a full on how to use it and such. And each of you will have the access to your business to make those changes. So, see a phone number listed wrong, want to change a sale or something, each of you has that opportunity.
That's cool.
Anything from BDC I missed?
Business coffee.
Business coffee, thank you. I think you have all gotten 2 emails, at least I hope, from us about the business coffee, which is February 9th. Did we move it up? I think
We did.
it's the 9th.
I guess it was,
It was on Valentine's Day, which is also Ash Wednesday, and we thought folks don't want to come have coffee and listen to us before. But the BDC is hosting their next one in February. Fran's looking for dates as we talk, and that is over at the rec center. We encourage you all to come and stop by. They're hosting that again, meeting and talking with folks, and we're gonna go over some of the structures like business districts as like you are, that many of the other businesses have talked about, including the community improvement district, which is sort of the main base one that you see in a lot of other communities. Was it the 9th?
didn't change it, I still have it on the 14th.
So we'll get the date up to you. I can't remember off the top of my head, so. And Madam Chair, or Vice Chair, that's my BDC update for city update. We are getting back into the new year. We start budget here in the city in a couple weeks. I'll turn to Officer Razul if there's anything.
No, I don't have anything.
He never has anything. So parking, what I hear is parking is good. And that's what I hear whenever he says nothing, so.
Parking is manageable.
Is there anything, Grant, from your?
Mhm.
We're on the way. We're less than 19 right now, so. That's it, Madam Chair.
All right. Is that it on?
February 13th is our next meeting, so.
Okay.
Other than that, we can have a motion to adjourn and get out of here.
Who has a motion for adjournment?
Second.
So I saw Steve and Bob. All right.
All right, all those in favor, ciao.
Aye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Aye, thank you.
Have a good day.